Great Ogema. I'm here to present my paper titled Gender Roles in Palm Oil Processing and Marketing in Ebonyi State, Nigeria. Oil palm oil and sugonesis is one of the most important economic crops in Nigeria, which yields three important sources of food, namely palm oil, palm kernel oil, and palm kernel cake. According to G 2008, oil palm production amounts to 14.4 million tons, with Nigeria as one of the largest producers in Africa, accounting for only 7%. The decline in oil palm production in Nigeria has been attributed to such factors as old low-yielding groups that cannot yield much, lack of land to expand the production, insufficient capital to adopt improved technologies. Palm oil processing involves the conversion of raw produce into more acceptable forms for the purpose of extending produce shelf life, minimizing wastage, increasing variety, and making the product more nutritious. Marketing is concerned with all the stages of operation that aid the movement of the produce from the producer to the final consumer. Gender refers to the distribution of roles or responsibilities among men and women as conditioned by sociological, political, cultural, and economic factors. In problem statement, the low income generated from palm oil processing activities has made it difficult for the processors to adopt improved technology that would increase their efficiency and their produce. And non-specification of roles among men and women has also made it very difficult for research institutes and technologists to introduce such technologies that are gender specific. Against this background, this study assessed gender roles in palm oil processing and marketing in Ebonyi State, Nigeria. Specifically, this study describes socio-economic characteristics of the respondents. 2. Ascertained the existing methods of palm oil processing. 3. Examined the extent of accessibility of palm oil processing equipment and modern palm oil processing equipment to processors. 4. Examined the major roles performed by different genders in palm oil processing and marketing activities. And 5. Determine the constraints indicating against optimum palm oil production in Ebonyi State, Nigeria. Methodology. This study was carried out in Ebonyi State, Nigeria. Ebonyi State is made up of 3 agricultural zones, namely Ebonyi North, Ebonyi Central, and Ebonyi South, with 13 local government areas. The palm oil processing households consisted the population for the study. Multi-stage and purposive sampling techniques were adopted in selection of 80 respondents. In the first stage, 2 agricultural zones were purposely selected based for the study based on the intensity of palm oil processing and marketing activities in these zones. They are Ebonyi North and Ebonyi Central. In the second stage, the 2 local governments were randomly selected for the study. In the third stage, 4 communities were purposefully selected also on the basis of their high intensity of palm oil processing activities in these communities. In the fourth stage, 5 palm oil processing households were also randomly selected for the study, making it a total sample size of 80 processors. The interview schedule was used in collection of data, and the data were analyzed using descriptive and factor analysis with matrix notation. Results and discussion. So from this table 1 showed the distribution of respondents according to the socio-economic characteristics. So the results in this table showed that majority, 60% of the respondents were married, with the main household size, 9 persons. So this, the implication of this finding is that married women were fully involved in this primary processing activities and marketing in Ebonyi State. And the processors could use their household members as a source of labor. Then the mean education level was 6.3 years, and this implies that the respondents they have a sufficient educational level. They, their educational level was sufficient enough to enable them adopt improved technology. The mean income was 34,967 naira. And this implies that this palm oil processing activities and marketing lucrative business and could impact positively the food security and reduce the poverty level of the rural households. The mean experience was 34.1 years, and this means the more the experience of the processors, the more their managerial ability to take risks involved and tackle issues that are involved in this palm oil processing and marketing. Table 2 shows the main distribution of palm oil processing method utilized. So modern method with mean 3.48 showed was the most commonly used methods by the respondents, and it could be that it is faster and time saving. The mean 2.33 of the respondents use both combination as more appropriate to them, and this implies that the modern method was used. The use of modern method was dependent on the volume of palm fruits to be processed and the cost of processing it. So table 3 showed the mean distribution of extent of accessibility of palm oil processing to palm oil processors to palm oil processing equipment. So from this table, the result showed that wine and cedar press with mean 2.86, Dutster press with mean 2.83, and hydraulic press 2.70. We are the most commonly used for palm oil processing equipment. The screw press, manual or motorized, with mean 1.56, and combine the harvester and motorized hydraulic press with mean 1.36. We are preferred, but due to the low income generated from palm oil processing activities, we could not have access to them. Colin Stella or Pioneer Mill with mean 1.00 was not used, and this could be because of its reduced efficiency with Dora, with mangoes, Dora, and the screw wears away easily and is costly. Then table 4 showed the percentage distribution of palm oil processors according to gender role. So from here, the result showed that harvesting of oil palm fruits, operating machines with 96.2% and 70% respectively, were mainly carried out by men, and other activities involved were dominated by women. And this could be that all those activities carried out by men were more tedious and could be handled by men better than women. And those ones handled by women they need more technical knowledge, and they are less stressful and can be handled by women better than men. And table 5 showed the percentage distribution of respondents according to gender role in palm oil marketing. So the results showed that wholesale with 91.7% and selling in big cities 86.7%. We are mainly carried out by men. And it could be, the implication could be that those ones are too tedious and more stressful for women than men, and men could do better in these areas than women. So other ones, marketing activities, we are dominated by women because it could be that they are less stressful and it needs technical knowledge and more suitable for women than men. Table 6 showed the constraints to palm oil processing and marketing. This table, the result in this table showed the rotated component matrix indicating the extracted factor. So the major constraints here were extracted based on the responses of the respondents on constraints to the palm oil processing and marketing. So as you see it here, such factors like lack of they are grouped under factor 1, factor 2, factor 3, and named as follows: environmental related issues, policy related issues, and input related issues. So in environmental related issues, that is factor 1, lack of infrastructure, um, um, lack of storage facility, and etc. As you see it, those the factors here that are loaded under 0.40 were used as factors. So any from here you can see those factors that are above 0. 0.40. All of them are factors that can constrain the volume of palm oil processing and the marketing. So in individual components. So if it is in a policy related factors, you can also see something like instability of government policy and lack of adequate government policies and lack of government assistance, etc. They are all the factors that can affect the volume of production and even income generated. The same way in factor 3. So you can see that such factors like lack of fund and lack of technical information and etc. Those are factors under input related factors that can also affect the production, palm oil processing and marketing, and affect the income generated and volume of the production. Then the study then concludes that both genders are getting involved in palm oil processing and marketing in the state. And this palm oil processing and marketing, they are income yielding, and that they are very lucrative business and can impact positively in the life of rural people. And the study recommends that the stakeholders, governments, NGOs, and aid them, the processors financially, and even help them in provision of modern equipment to reduce infrastructure in farm processing and marketing. Thanks.